A man and his wife take the injured daughter to the hospital to see a doctor. Unexpectedly, wife and daughter mysteriously missing in the hospital. Whether it is medical records or surveillance video, did not find the shadow of his wife and daughter. This hospital is revealed everywhere strange. Whether it is the nurse or the nurse, seems to be very abnormal, especially men perceive. This hospital, there seems to be a black market organ trade, and men increasingly feel that there must be a huge conspiracy behind it. Hello everyone, welcome to watch this video. My name is By Brother. Today to share with you is a thriller and suspense movie, Fracture Without Any Urine Point. In the gas station, Armstrong is busy arranging his daughter's safety seat. He did not notice, behind the daughter, is attracted by a floating balloon, step by step toward the edge of the pit. The daughter is completely unaware of the danger, only attracted by the balloon in front of her. Suddenly, a stray dog appeared, and went straight to the daughter. The daughter, afraid, step by step back. Behind her is the dangerous pit. Hear the daughter's cry. Armstrong immediately out to stop stray dogs, but it was too late. The daughter has been standing on the edge of the pit. Stray dogs are still close, step by step. In a hurry, Armstrong picked up the stone to drive away stray dogs. The result of the daughter was frightened, directly fell into the pit. Armstrong also fell into a daze. A time not clear, southeast-northwest. A gen heard movement, rushed to the scene, found her daughter has been seriously injured. See her daughter hurt. Armstrong, the whole world collapsed. Do not know what a gen is talking about, just instinct to push a gen. Suddenly, Armstrong heard her daughter's cry. Her daughter looked injured, is not serious, just arm muscle damage. Jane suggested calling an ambulance, but Armstrong said, a few kilometers away from the gas station, there is a hospital. They go directly to the hospital, far faster than call an ambulance. Along the way, two people worried. Armstrong, dangerous, overtaking many times, finally came to the hospital, but at the time of registration, the nurse, but let Armstrong feel baffling. Daughter just simply hurt, but the nurse asked her daughter to register organ donation. Even blood type must be registered, which makes two people feel very strange. A small injury, it is necessary to get organ donation. After Armstrong clearly refused, the hospital said that cannot use health insurance. Armstrong can only put forward the use of cash payment. Armstrong, how to see, how feel. This hospital, as if deliberately targeted at their own, is their target, is really his daughter. Armstrong dare not think more, although feel suspicious. But here is a hospital, they now ask for people, although doubt, also can only think inside the heart. Daughter quickly accepted the treatment. The doctor was diagnosed on the daughter, although it looks like there is no big problem, but the doctor's words, but let Armstrong couple attention up. On the surface look no problem, does not represent the brain does not bleed. If the brain bleed, that is the fatal problem. Urgent matter of the moment, can only be scanned on the daughter. Exclude this factor, all for the daughter. Armstrong couple did not have the right to refuse, only according to the requirements. During the scan only one accompany, so Armstrong watched the mother and daughter into the elevator. Armstrong specially watched their elevator down to the bottom. Armstrong sat in a chair, until a moment, awakened. Armstrong, some confused, he actually fell asleep in the past, looked up at the day, has arrived in the evening. Armstrong clearly remember, they come to the hospital, time is morning. Do a scan need a whole day. Armstrong want to wash a face to wake up. He always feel where they remember wrong, but unexpectedly found, his forehead was actually processed. Is it wrong to remember? Chang, a little confused. He found the nurse, and wanted to ask when the scan would be finished, but the nurse said that a general scan would only take a few minutes. However, according to what Chang said, the nurse could not find the registration record, and even the doctor who treated his daughter had already left work. According to the medical insurance information provided by Armstrong, he could not find any information. Even the payment, Armstrong chose cash. There is no record, there is no information of his daughter. Daughter seems to disappear into thin air. Kang's last hope, placed in the scanning room, in case someone made a mistake. But the nurse connected to the scanning room, thought the answer is, the last scan, also 9 o'clock in the morning, and it was an old man. In addition, there's no record of any scans. A wife and daughter mysteriously disappeared. The man took his daughter to the hospital to see a doctor. In a flash of time, his daughter and his wife are mysteriously missing. The hospital has no medical records, even the video surveillance is a blank. More terrible, is the man found this hospital, was also suspected of black market organ trading. Do daughter and wife really suffer misfortune? Armstrong rushed directly into the ward. He wanted to see the place where his daughter had been treated, but unfortunately, not his daughter and his wife. Armstrong's action naturally attracted the security and the doctor, at a Strong's request. The current doctor on duty consulted the medical records all day without a Strong to provide medical information. A Jen and her daughter did not come to the hospital. A Strong urgent. He found the only remember the nurse asked to confront. The result of the nurse said, remember a Strong came, but he only did a simple head treatment. To now, a Strong finally understand. The hospital, from the doctor to the nurse, all lied to deceive themselves, not waiting for a Strong outbreak. The nurse a shot sedative hidden, drug control. A Strong does not have the strength to resist. Directly locked into the dark room, he must not faint. Once faint, Jane and her daughter cannot find a Strong in the room looking for. Find adrenaline on the thigh, powerful efficacy. Let a Strong temporarily awake, break the window to run out. Security personnel is all the way to chase. This involves the secret of the hospital. Must not let a Strong run away like this. The result of a Strong hiding in the trash can. Lucky escape. What to do next? Jane and her daughter is missing like this. When a Strong at a loss, accidentally found the police. It is time to let the police intervene. A Strong stop the police car, tell their own encounter, related to the problem of missing persons. The agents also have to pay attention to. Directly and a Strong again back to the hospital, by the agent's investigation. The hospital is also quite cooperation. All the evidence is shown to the agents, but still no daughter medical records, even scanning room. They can go up to check. A Strong clearly remember. The doctor went to the bottom. Now the doctor said scanning room on the 3rd floor. Who is it that is lying? A line of people came to the 3rd floor. No accident. Here is the scanning room. Scanning records. Today there is only one patient, and is an old man. What happened in the end? Now no one can say clear. The only person can prove that only the doctor who did the diagnosis. He is the only witness of the whole thing. The doctor soon came to the scene. He proved the whole story. Ah-Chung did come to see a doctor, but his manner was abnormal. The doctor suggested that he have a brain scan. Ah-Chung refused, directly sat in the chair and waited for May, and so on. How there was another May? Who is May? Ah-Chung said the answer. This May is his first wife. But what is the relationship between May and Jane? Ah Strong suddenly woke up. The doctor, absolutely with May to confuse himself. Ah Strong asked to see the monitoring. Only monitoring can prove that he did not lie. The monitoring results. Only a strong person appeared. Although the picture looks very strange, but the hospital also has a reasonable explanation. Monitoring equipment aging. A minute can only take 30 seconds. A Strong think, this is too much of a coincidence. Missed 30 seconds. Just did not take a Jane and her daughter. The hospital explanation and evidence. All make sense. There is evidence. All did not lie. A Strong what evidence is not? Even the shadow of a Jane and her daughter did not find. Who can prove that they have been to the hospital? And who can prove that they are missing in the hospital? All the testimony without evidence. All are empty words no one believed. But A Strong also really found, in the corner of the hospital bed. A Strong accidentally picked up her daughter's scarf. This scarf can prove that her daughter must have come to the hospital, or where the scarf is from. But a scarf does not prove anything. Considering Ah Kang's mental condition is very bad, the police found a psychologist to come forward, perhaps through communication, can find the most intuitive question. Ah Jen and daughter, where they are in the end. The man took his daughter to the hospital to see a doctor. In a flash of time, his daughter and his wife are mysteriously missing. The hospital has no medical records. Even the video surveillance is a blank. More terrible is the man found this hospital was also suspected of black market organ trading. Do daughter and wife really suffer misfortune? 8 years ago, a Strong ex-wife May was killed in a car accident. A Strong also left a serious psychological trauma. He has been between a May and a Jane. The psychologist quickly came to the answer. A Strong mental disorder. Have time not clear reality and fantasy. Even a horrible inference. A Jane and daughter may still be at the scene of the crime. If that's true, then this isn't just a missing person case. It's a homicide. And Chung, the most likely suspect, returning to the scene, investigating what happened, is the only way to solve the mystery right now. But the truth is really like this. No one knows. But the police dog knows. The police dog in the bottom of the pit soon found. Here left a daughter's mirror, even on the ground. Still left a large blood. This is absolutely not a simple fall left. Combined with the reasoning of the psychological doctor, the detectives have reason to believe that at the time of the accident, a Strong may have hallucinations. A push down the daughter. He may be the murderer who killed Jane and her daughter. This is to force a Strong hat. A Strong is very clear. The accident happened very real, is not their own illusion. The doctor must be the joint agents deceive themselves. How can they start to his own daughter? So the key moment, a gorgeous turnaround, took the agent's weapon, and is taking the shrink, putting all the agents in a shipping container, and is gonna go back to the hospital, find out for himself, take the psychological doctor's certificate, a strong all the way into the elevator, came in just found, enter the bottom actually need a key, happened to send the head of the security personnel, a turn fight a strong easily won, with weapons came to the bottom, there will be a Jane and her daughter, just in a strong found that 2 doctors actually pushed the box with organs. Sure enough, a strong doubt is not wrong, this hospital really has a problem, random into a room, a strong also found a thriller scene, 2 people on the bed were taken organs, think of the daughter to see a doctor, the nurse repeatedly emphasized organ donation, this is a bureau through and through soft not they directly to hard rob, absolutely after her daughter's organs, a strong followed the nurse. I looked through the window and found my daughter in a hospital bed preparing for surgery, a strong anger, these people, there is no reason, especially the knife doctor, actually is the man who has been helping himself, a strong also found, in the corner of the room, Jane also fainted in the past, these people, for her daughter's organs, simply by all means, and a strong before leaving, they dare to resist, a strong without any hesitation, a gun caused an explosion, pushing a Jane and her daughter, escaped from the hospital, this place is obviously no way to stay, a strong immediately drove away. However, is this really the truth of the matter? In Ah Kang's vision, Ah Jen and her daughter are sitting in the back row, their family is fleeing, but in fact, now lying in the back row, is actually a stranger, the person on the operating bed, is not the daughter, Ah Chung saw the box is not organ box, the person he protects all the way, is actually a stranger? Daughter is really the accident fell down, a strong also fell Ming, in a Jen crying, a strong pushed a Jen directly, the result of a Jen accident fell on the steel bar, at this moment, a Jen and her daughter, lying in the trunk of the car, a Jen died, her daughter also died, the occurrence of all this is just a strong imagination, cannot let go of his daughter in Jane's death, so just dreamed up all this, this is a very good thriller, the reasoning process is exciting, the whole film without any urine point, like thriller stimulation friends, cannot miss, that is all the content of this period, I am White Brother, thank you for watching, let's see you next time.